Hello, I'm Kimberly. Welcome to my channel. In today's swatch, we are going to be using the I Love This yarn sport weight, and I have chosen 5 different colors here. We have the pink, we have the hot rose, the amethyst, and I chose the ivory instead of the white, though they do have a white for this project, and also the sun yellow. Now this yarn comes from Hobby Lobby. It is $2.49 per skein. It's 100% acrylic. There are 230 yards in this, 2.5 ounces. We are going to be crocheting, and it is a 3 lightweight. You can wash this in the washer and dryer. Now it says to use a 5mm hook or an H, but I chose to use a smaller hook for what I was planning to do with this yarn. Now Hobby Lobby does have a sale every other week, so I did purchase this on sale at 30% off, so that would be cheaper than the $2.49. This is some of the cheapest yarn you can probably find at Hobby Lobby. I had, prior to this project, I had used the pink and the rose pink, this hot pink over here, hot rose. I had used these two together in a checkered pattern, and I made a Kindle cover for my daughter. And I had some of this yarn left over, and I still liked it, and I decided that I was going to make some granny squares out of it and put those together and make a blanket. Yes, a blanket for my dog. So I do believe that the acrylic is appropriate for this project. It will be used a lot. It will be thrown in the washer and the dryer, and that is why I have chose the ivory instead of the bright white, although you could use a bright white. There are not many colors to choose from in this type of yarn from Hobby Lobby. There is I believe, again, like I said, there's the white, and then I think there is a green, and I'm not sure what else. There might be a black, but there's very limited choices in this one. Although I do feel like these 5 will go together very well for the project I am making. So I have chosen to use a camera will zoom in on that, but this is a 3mm hook. It's a smaller hook. Using this hook, it is a little more difficult, but I did want the yarn to come out a little smaller for the dog blanket because I don't want very many squares for this. It's going to be a smaller size, and I had chosen a daisy motif for this, and what I'm showing you is how the colors look together for these yarns. And this is one square that I have made, the first one. I started with the sun yellow, and then I used the ivory for the petals here, the purple, the light pink, the hot pink, and then the white. I still have to weave in all of my ends, but I'm going to do that after I have completed all of my squares and blocked them, and then put the blanket together. So once I complete all of those, I will come back and I will show you what they look like put together. But this is what it looks like. And if you can all see that in the light, this is what they all look like put together. I think they would work really well for this pattern. And yeah, so this is what I want to do on this channel. This is my first video that I am making for you all, and I thought it would be a nice channel to just show how different colors go together and how you can use them, or how a variegate or an ombre or a gradient or something of that matter looks once you have worked it up. Because a lot of times in the store you see a yarn and you think it's beautiful. Sometimes there is a swatch there of it. Usually those swatches are knitted, and you don't usually see what it looks like crocheted. So currently I just crochet. I do not knit, nor do I crochet with the Tunisian. Using any three of those variations is going to make your yarn look different. If you knit a variegated yarn, crochet a variegated yarn, versus Tunisian crochet, all three of those swatches would look different. So it can be difficult to figure out exactly what that variegated yarn is going to look like when you work it up. Or if you're anything like me, I'm not very good with putting colors together when I'm standing in the store trying to decide what I want. I like a good pattern that tells me these are the colors to put together, but that's not always feasible, and it's, the yarn might not be what you have in your area or in stock or a price range for you. So you go to the store, you see a bunch of yarn and you think, wow, this is a beautiful yarn, I'd like to use it. And then, you really don't want to buy 5 or 6 different types of yarn to get at home to see what it's going to look like worked up together. So that's kind of what I plan to do on this channel. And if there is any suggestions or anything that you are wondering about, that you are wanting to see worked up, what would these two look like together in a granny square, or what would it look like in this square, or how does this variegate look when it is worked up crocheted? Let me know in the comments. I'll try to get that yarn and do a swatch for that. So, okay. The finished project I was making for my dog, a little blanket to put on her couch. I ended up using a little over 1 skein of the ivory, so you would need 2 skeins for this. It did take quite a bit of yarn in those daisy puffs as you make the granny square. It took not very much yarn of the pink, and then I did not use a full skein of the purple or the yellow. So only the ivory did I use more than 1 skein on, and it is only 12 squares, so it doesn't measure too big. If you were going to make this for a baby, I would add more squares to it, so you would need more yarn than what I purchased. But again, this yarn is pretty inexpensive. It didn't work up too bad. I did use a smaller hook, so I did have some splitting in it, but if you used a larger hook, your squares would probably come out a little bit bigger, but I just wanted this to fit on this dog bed of mine. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. God bless you, and I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful day.